I'm sorry that I stole your car. Ain't got those tattoos on my arms that don't mean shit to me. Maybe you should pull the alarm, so I don't take it way too far. Die before I'm 23. I'm sorry, Mom.
Hello there people of the internet, my name is Owen and welcome to this brand new video here on Blurb. Today we're back with FUMIN and well, just as an update, the brakes are working now. We've put new brake lines on the car, so the brakes are working, but the handbrake is not working at the moment, so there's still quite a bit to do on the brake side of things with the car. So we took off the rear drums. We had to change the cylinders in the drum because the lead nipples wouldn't tighten up, so we've put new cylinders in, we've put new brake lines on, we've bled the brakes are working okay. The only problem is we're going to have to change the shoes in the drums as well as the pads and the discs at the front. They're going to have to get changed because I'm still having a lot of travel in the foot pedal for the brake. But also we've got no handbrake at the moment, so that needs adjusting as well. We've got the windscreen we still need to do. I've fully fitted now the underglow lights for underneath the car. I've had to pull one side off because I've buggered it up, but it still does the job. So in today's video we've got a couple of things we need to do. We've got these eyebrows and I'm going to spend 2 days on this. So today I've just been sorting out the interior, putting the seats back in, putting the underglow lights on, wiring them in. I've done that off camera because it's such a fiddly job. We've got a new grille because this is broken. It's in that box there. I've got paint, I've got sandpaper, I've got more paint, and I've got a couple of bits as well. So these are going to go on here. I'm going to need some tabs to hold them in, but I think they're going to look pretty damn cool. I'm half considering to leave them black, if I'm quite honest with you, but I think they will look quite nice in the body colour. And we've also now put the Slipstream sticker on FUMIN's bumper. We're going to hopefully have FUMIN's bumper back on. I'm going to leave the scuttle panel and everything off because the windscreen's got to be changed thanks to Jeffro. And we're also going to go to Crew to pick up a new air box for FUMIN, and we've got a new air filter, which is this here, which will look quite nice, a little retro type foam thing, and it's in yellow as well, so it'll match any of the yellow bits I've got in the car already. And the rocker cover. The rocker cover is going to come off and I'm going to paint that silver, and I'm also going to get new HT leads at some stage, so the car's going to look pretty cool. But I'm hoping to put the front bumper back on in this video as well, and hopefully get FUMIN's face back together. So without no further ado, let's get to it. There we are. FUMIN's face is back on. It's only a temporary thing at the moment because we've got to do the corner things. We've also got to do the screws underneath. I've only just screwed it on the top at the moment via the hangers. But she's coming together. We've got the slipstreamer sticker, which is great. And we've got a few things we need to do still. But it is 4:30 on the trot. I'm going to be up at crew for about 5-6ish to pick up that airbox. So I'm going to move FUMIN in a bit, and we're going to go and get it. So I'm back here at base. I've just been to crew to pick up something rather nice. This is what I bought. Paid 30 quid for it. That looks quite nice, to be fair. And that is going to be the replacement of that one there. So this is going to look rather cool, I think. So we've also got a new pipe, which is actually in my car. Let's go and grab that quickly. I've also got this as well. What I am actually going to do is turn it upside down like that, so that sits in there, so that I don't lose it, which is what I need. And we've got two new pipes like this, because I've got a crack in mine right there. So that's going to go on the air filter there as well. So let's just go and get the pipe that I bought as well. Car's done a couple miles today. Let's just bring this in here. This is what I got. There we go. Right, now, which way did I open this? I think it was this way. There we go. This is what I got as well, a new pipe, which is going to replace that one, which I think is going to look very nice. That I think. We've got a couple of brackets. What I am going to do. Oh, by the way, they're the old brake lines that I have there. There's another one there as well. A bit knackered. Right, okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to disconnect the battery. The battery's coming out because this coolant tank's loose and I need to fix that in place. Then, well, this is coming off as well anyway. I'm half tempted to do the rocker cover as well tonight. It is currently 7:20. I should have plenty of time to do this. Make sure you put your gloves on first, guys, because this is going to end up being messy. Right, so now the airbox is off. I'm just going to sort this bottle and put the screws in and hold that in place. For that, I do need to do that by hand. Leave that little plastic thing here. That's what I need. There's one. So I'll put that somewhere. I'm not going to lose it, right next to the camera, I think. Oh, the battery didn't sit right. No horses didn't stay in the car. You need the bracket as well to hold the battery in. Now the fun part. That's taking the rock cover off. Take that off. That there's our rocker cover. It all looks pretty good under there. No sludge. Nothing white. It's all that's actually pretty good actually. Okay, so this is what the engine looks like with the rocker cover off. Looks pretty good to me. There's some score in here. Nothing, I would say, knowing off what else I've seen, I would say significant. Apart from that one, I'm not sure about that one. I mean, the engine runs fine. There's no milkshake. It all looks pretty clean in there, if I'm honest with you. And that's all we want to know. Now this here, let me sit down. Now I changed the seal in this about a year ago. So the seal in this should be okay. Just going to put some silicone to help it around it when I put it back on. We're going to give this a clean. First of all, we've got some water. And we're going to make sure we dry it as well. That is also very important. And then what we're going to do is we're going to sand the outside of this. And then we can have a go at painting this and see how it comes along. Now, I don't know how this is going to work. This is an experiment for me. For all I know, this paint might just come off over time. And it probably will, I can guarantee that. But, hey, it's got to look nice looking next to that. So, let's just give it a go, shall we? What's the worst that can happen, really? Let's be honest. It's not going to kill the engine. It's just going to make it probably scruffy over time. Time to bring on the paint. So we've got the same metallic silver that we had when we first started painting the car wheels, and some etch primer, which is supposed to be used usually on plastics. We've also got some lacquer as well, which I'm sure is one of these. We should only need one of them. We have 3 anyway. There you go. Try it always a bit of cardboard first. Let's do this. Okay, now I've left that to dry for a bit. Now it's time for metallic paint. Oh yeah, here we go. We're going to let that dry too. And then we'll give it another coat. Just a sec. Now whilst we're waiting for that to dry, we just need to get rid of the silicone around the top here before we put some fresh stuff on it. And that there. It already looks miles better. So let's go and do that then whilst we let that dry. So there we are, we cleaned that up. This is all the silicone that come off, quite a bit of it. And I know this ain't the best job, but that's looking great as well. So what we're going to do now is lacquer it, let it dry, put the seal on, flop it on, put everything together including that. And this engine should look rather tasteful then. Okay guys, as you can see it is dark outside now. FUMIN still hasn't got her top hat on yet, but it's drying. It isn't the best job in the world, yes I know, but again this is just to make it look better than it is black anyway. So half of this stuff, these little spots, can probably come out with a bit of sanding if I'm honest. Now I'm a bit impatient here, I should let this dry a little longer, but I am going to take off this what do you even call it, this tape that I put on. I'll very carefully peel it off here, very carefully. It's already looking quite cool as it is, to be fair. Right, let's use our fingers now for this bit. As you can see, it's still wet on the tape, but that's just on the tape. We don't care about that, do we guys? So we just very, very, very carefully peel that off. Oh, almost, nearly there. Look at that. To me, that looks miles better than what it did. Get off. Get on with it. that already looks miles better to me. We have the silicone on the ready. Let's be very careful with how this is applied. Okay, so next morning I ended up going to bed as I had enough, became tired. I needed a nap and then watched a movie, went to sleep. So we're back at it again. So let's just have a quick glance at what we did last night. I put everything back together, but I didn't show you guys how it looked. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you guys how it looks. There we go. That looks miles better. looks a bit odd seeing Fuming without the stickers. She desperately is in need of a clean. But I'll get the stickers off because they start to look a bit crap. They start to hold water and things, so give it a clean with a good old scrub. That'll come out. Fuming done for today. The engine bay looks a lot better than when we first started. Everything is back together. We've got the new air filter on, we've got the horn back in place, we've got the rocker cover now silver and fully resealed, and we've even got the new box on the top with Fuming on the top. That looks so much better. Now all we have to do now is sort out the brakes. So the brake system's done. All we need to do is the pads and the shoes and the drums, what we need to do. The windscreen is also going to get changed. That's going to be done next month. But what I'm worried about, if anything, is around the seals and everything else around here. I'm hoping they haven't corroded or rotten away. Now it's going to look quite weird, this car, because we took the stickers off the side and the other side. But also we're going to have these coming off it soon because the windscreen is going to get changed. But I think it's going to make it look it's going to make the car look fresh. We do have another thing for the centre caps there. The bumper is back on, the sticker is back on, the new grille is on. All is looking swell with this car. And if I just close the bonnet, we're going to need some of that cutting compound for the bonnet as well, because you can see where the paint line is. We've got the eyebrows that we're going to sort at another time. We've run out of time this weekend to do it. But otherwise, the car looks like a car again. It doesn't look like a heap. Well, to some of you guys anyways. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. It's been a long journey so far with FUMIN, and I think we're finally getting there. Another thing that we've got to do before it goes back on the road, or at least worthy for an MOT, other than the shoes, the drums and the windscreen, and perhaps the seat, we've also got to do the jacking points as well, the rear jacking points. They apparently on the last MOT was an advisory. I'm hoping it'd be an advisory again, if I'm honest with you, but we'll see how that pans out. But otherwise, the car's working perfectly fine, the lights are working fine, suspension's holding up pretty nicely. It needs one hell of a bath and a polish, but other than that, slowly getting there. So anyways guys, thank you very much for watching, and we're going to end the video by putting the car back in the unit. Thanks a ton for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.
Going to say